same kind of thinking that caused them. These words will change your reality because poverty can't survive in a dough chaser's mentality.
The Beat Majors.
So to all my dough chasers, it's time to get this party started now.
I like it.
With your host, Jason White.
Yo, what's up, dough chasers? This is your host, Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches, and also your host of Dough Chaser TV. I know it's been a while. We had to take a major break. You know, a lot of breakthroughs are going on in the office. And I was actually on vacation. Yeah, I took a vacation. It's been I think 3 years. Anyway, we're having a good time, you know, and I felt like today was the perfect day to start up Dough Chaser TV again. So if you're new to the channel, let me know who you are and where you're from. If you are an existing member of the Dough Chaser family, let me know who you are and where you're from. Tonight we're going to have a good time. Tonight we're talking about crazy creative strategies to fix credit that don't work, okay? Now, as you all know, or some of you who may not know this, I am the owner of a financial improvement company, CEO and founder of Witness Riches, and we provide a few different services. And one of our big services right now is our credit repair service called the 700 Club, okay? And we get a lot of people who call our office and they share information about their particular predicament. And some of the stories and the strategies that we hear are off the wall. And I felt like today would be the perfect opportunity for me to share with you some of these creative strategies that they're coming up with, but how crazy they are and why they don't work, okay? So as you come in, let me know who you are and where you're from, and we're going to get this party started in a couple seconds. Let me get a couple things fixed really quick because I can't see who is connected with me on Facebook or YouTube. So let me pull that up. Where is it? Okay, if you're live on YouTube, be patient with me. I'm trying to pull up the actual chat feature wherever you are. Where are you? I really can't see it. Do you see it? Yeah, I'm trying to chat with them though. I'm trying to see what they're talking about.
It usually pops on the side.
Yeah. Not today. All right, we're gonna figure that out, okay? There it is. Just came out of nowhere. All right. We got James out of Atlanta. We got Mr. Leach out of Mr. Leach, are you in Detroit, Michigan? We got Chris Mims, Dallas, Texas. Let me know who you are and where you're from as you come in. So I feel like my screen is a little cloudy. Let me wipe this off a little bit. A lot better. I apologize. All right, so we have clients all across America, and the thing about credit and fixing your credit, a lot of the strategies, they're always different, okay? But they all have the common goal of trying to improve their credit. And tonight I want to share with you some of these crazy strategies. You may be someone where, you've been thinking about doing something off the wall to fix your credit, and it sounds good. I understand where the thinking comes from. However, at the end of the day, it's not going to work. All right. So first, let's talk about situation number one, okay? As you come in, let me know who you are and where you're from. But this client, not to name any names, but they have had the ability to take out a car note, okay? And in this predicament, the car note was more like a signature loan, meaning that the bank gave them a loan and they can use it for whatever they want. They don't have to use it for the car if they don't want to, but at the end of the day, what they have to do is they have to pay it back, okay? Now, understand that banks, credit unions, any organization lending you money, their main priority is to make a profit. Understand that, okay? So when you are looking to take out money from any organization, a lending institution, it's all about profit for them, okay? This particular credit union, okay, they were providing this person a loan for about $380 a month for 42 months. The thing is, the interest rate is about 30%, maybe even 35%. Let's say it's 30%. And they were taking out the car note to buy a truck for $6,000. Okay? So if we were to do our math really quick, you have your calculator. You know what? I got a calculator. If we were to do our math really quick and Mr. Lee said, damn, yeah, it's crazy. 42 months times 380, that's basically $16,000. $16,000. And the note was for a $6,000 car. So basically, this credit union, if this client were to follow through, okay, and buy this car, the reason they're buying the car is because they want to add payment history to their credit report. Okay, they really don't need the car, but because, their credit is allowing them to get a new line of credit, they're going to do it. Anyway, so it's a $6,000 car. That means that $16,000 minus $6,000, this person was going to pay $10,000 in interest. Yeah, sometimes credit unions get over on you too. So this person, if they were to follow through with this loan over 42 months, they would have paid the credit union back $16,000. Okay, it would have added 42 positive payments to the credit report. However, it would have put a hole in his pocket. And this was the strategy. Okay, and I shared with them today that that's not going to work. Don't do it. Okay. Basically, his idea was, okay, I'm going to take the car. I'm going to take out the $6,000 loan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my credit. And in 6 months, I'm just going to refinance. Okay. So the thing about credit and improving your credit is if you're not doing what you should be doing, your credit won't improve. And based off of his mindset on taking out this car note, it doesn't seem like, the mindset is there to fix the credit. Okay. So I recommended that he didn't do that. I told him, give the bank the money back. You may have a little interest that you have to pay, but give them the money back. Okay. There are no prepayment penalties. They gave you a $6,000 loan. Give them that money back. You only had it for a couple of days. Pay the loan off, pay the interest, pay that off. And instead of taking this car note and hoping that your credit would improve, don't take out the loan. Work on repairing your credit, okay? And then in 6 months, once your credit improves, then go back and get the loan, okay? For some reason, a lot of people, I was once, this kind of person. We hustle backwards. We get the prize first without doing the work. And when you do that, you're cutting corners and you end up hurting yourself more, okay? Instead of paying the bank $10,000 in interest, almost paying triple for what the car is actually worth, almost, fix your credit, have a decent credit score when you go apply for the note. And instead of paying 30% interest, what's wrong with paying 5-10%? Okay? So instead of paying $10,000 interest, $1,000, $2,000 max. I don't have a problem with that. Okay? So basically, there are a lot of you who are in a rush to be successful and you're interested in cutting corners. If you do that, you're playing yourself. Stop playing yourself, okay? So this was a crazy creative strategy to fix his credit. And if he were to follow through, that wouldn't work, okay? Especially for himself. It'll work for the bank. I love to make $10,000 in interest if you want to be stupid enough to do it. But I'm advising you differently. Don't do it, Okay? So if you're thinking about doing something like that to fix your credit, you're playing yourself. You're hustling backwards. Don't do it. We don't do that. Okay? Let me see here. We got Kelly Gaskin from Columbia, South Carolina. What's up, Audrey? We got Erica from North Carolina. Gloria from Georgia. How y'all doing? As you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from. Sierra, how you doing? Let me know who you are, where you're from. Okay, so that was the first crazy creative strategy to fix credit. The second crazy creative strategy to fix credit. This client, they are looking to improve their credit score. Okay, however, he's behind on his car note and he's behind on his credit cards. All right. Now, what some people understand credit repair to be is this magical fix to improve your credit. All right. What I need you to understand is that credit repair is not a magical fix. All right. There are rules to this. Okay. There's actually a law behind it. Right. And this person was looking to basically get those accounts removed from his credit report so he didn't have to pay it. That's not how this works. Okay. There's some janky people that would tell you that they can remove active accounts from your credit report. I'm not one of those people. Okay. I would never advise my client to stop paying on their accounts so that we can get it removed from the credit report. Okay. That's a no-no. All right. If you are someone who is behind on their credit cards, their car note, their house payment, whatever the situation is, and you're trying to sign up for credit repair, the priorities are a little off. Okay. And here's what I mean. If you're struggling to pay, 3, 4, 5 credit cards and they're all at $25, $150 a month, why would you sign up for a credit repair service for $75 a month when you can use that money to catch up on your accounts? Okay? That's not the best approach. Get caught up on your accounts first, because if you were to sign up for a credit repair service, all right, and we were to help you remove some negative accounts from your credit report, like a collection, a couple late payments, and then 3 months later, those accounts that you're not paying were to report recent negative, like a recent late payment on your credit report, all that progress we just helped you get will be erased. You saw your credit score go up 50 points, late payment is added to your credit report, it just dropped 75. Okay? So the last thing that I advise my clients to do is sign up for my credit repair service when that's not the best deal for them. Okay? If you are someone where you're struggling to pay your credit cards, the interest rate is killing you, you're struggling to pay your car note, basically your finances are, you're struggling with your finances and you're not able to keep up with the payments, you don't need credit repair. Okay? I highly recommend that you look into a nonprofit organization in your city or state that is a credit counseling organization. Credit counselors, what they do is they contact your creditors and they renegotiate payment terms on your behalf. They set you up on a monthly budget, and all you have to do is meet that minimum requirement they pull from your bank account every month. And after 3 years of paying that, they basically will settle the account for you. Okay? If you're someone who is struggling to make ends meet and you're struggling to pay your bills on time, do not sign up for a credit repair service. Look into getting help from one of your local nonprofit organizations, such as a local credit counselor. Okay? Nonprofit organizations, it does not cost you $1. Now, again, understand this is not going to fix your credit. However, this will help your cash flow so that you can live a reasonable life. All right? So sometimes our clients or potential clients have these crazy creative strategies, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to help them, but hurt them. All right? And at the end of the day, the clients that come into our program that are behind on their credit cards, behind on their car note, the mortgage or whatever, who are expecting us to delete them, get them deleted in 30, 45 days, these are the clients that leave us 1-star reviews. And we tell them like, hey, this is not going to work the way that you want it to work. And they end up signing up anyway, and it doesn't work. And then they leave us a 1-star review. Okay. It sucks, but it's the way of the world. It happens sometimes. But if you are considering signing up for our service and unfortunately your finances aren't where they should be right now, please reconsider and get the real help that you need, because you may need to renegotiate those interest payments. Okay. Look into a nonprofit credit counselor in your area. Highly recommend it. All right. And then once you get that paid off, then reconsider signing up for the credit repair service, and we can potentially help you. All right. Another crazy creative strategy. This client, this is off the wall. So this is what I call janky. Okay. This client bought $9,000 in trade lines, and I'm going to break this down for you, to fix his credit, and is begging us to do a credit sweep for him. Okay. So there's a lot of you who have a misunderstanding of what credit repair is. Credit repair is all about leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act to dispute accounts on your credit report in hopes that it is either repaired to a better rating or it is removed from your credit report. Okay. A lot of people their understanding of what credit repair is this secret spy organization that hacks your systems and removes everything from your credit report overnight. Okay. So what you need to understand is that, credit billion-dollar industry, they have systems in place to protect their organizations. If it was really that easy to remove derogatory information from your credit report, would we really have a credit system? It makes you wonder. Okay. If you are someone where you're looking for someone to do a credit sweep, let me explain to you what a credit sweep is. Okay. A credit sweep is basically a dispute of everything on your credit report as identity theft. Okay. And also it contains you being advised by a janky credit repair expert to file police reports on everything on your credit report. Okay. And what they do is they use those police reports and they send them to credit bureaus and dispute them as identity theft, when in actuality, you signed the contract. Okay. And, this tactic, does it work? Yeah, it does temporarily until they figure out what you're doing and everything comes back on your credit report. And then what's worse is they could potentially come after you, sue you, or press charges, and you and the janky credit repair expert gets locked up. Okay. We hear stories about it all the time. And I'm not affiliating myself with that. No one in my organization does that. Okay. We don't do janky. Okay. We advise our clients against it. So if you are looking for a credit sweep, we're not for you. Okay. And I highly advise that you probably look the other way. There's a lot of people looking for the quick fix. And unfortunately, that's not a reality. There is no such thing as a quick fix in credit repair unless, someone in reality did steal your identity. Okay. Which isn't as common as, they lead you to believe. Okay. And then this client, they also bought $9,000 in trade lines. And when people are selling trade lines to you, this is how it works. This is, also janky. All right. And what I am going to share with you is not authorized users. It's not you piggybacking off of your family member's credit card. I'm talking about when you meet up with somebody in a dark alley and they open up their jacket and say, hey, I got A's trade lines. Hey, I got these accounts, $50,000 line of credit. I can put it on your account for 24 months. Just send me $1,500 and I got you. When you have these conversations, people on Instagram or Facebook talking about we sell trade lines, and last week they're talking about some other form of janky. We can get you free cable. We can get you a free airline ticket. Whenever that conversation is being had, you need to run the other way. okay? Because it's janky. If it was really that easy, come on. Come on. Everybody knows that one somebody who can get you free cable. But that one somebody is probably locked up every other month because they got caught doing something they shouldn't be doing. All right? These are the same people trying to sell you trade lines, trying to do a credit sweep. Like, dang, girl, weren't you just talking about applying for some scholarship? Like, dang, weren't you talking about free airline tickets last week? And now you're doing credit sweeps? It's like this secret organization that teaches you, hey, we have the secrets to removing everything from your credit report. We'll teach you so that you can help others and you can make tons of money on the side. No, these people are janky. They have no integrity.
It's just their latest hustle.
It's their latest hustle. It's the latest fad. What's going to happen is the government's going to get more strict, and you're going to start seeing people stop promoting credit repair services because they're going to find the next easy thing they can get a part of. I remember when I was younger, I think I was like 19. I came back home from college, and my mom was talking about there's this dude that can give me a tax refund of at least $2,000. I'm like, okay, cool. Come to find out, this dude was janky. He basically told my mom to say that I was homeless or something on my tax refund. And what happened was the government sent me these forms and said, prove it. If you can't prove it, we're going to stop your tax refund. I was like, hey, man, stop that tax refund. I have nothing to do with this. Stop it immediately. And I told my mom to never ask me to do anything with her janky friends no more because I'm not having it. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you, but some of your friends are janky. And come to find out, this dude, the spot that he was renting out, I guess it was just a monthly, like a month-to-month lease because he was not there 30 days later.
He acted like it was his home office?
No, it was like a true office, but he was not there 30 days later. I'm like, since when do they offer month-to-month leases? Yeah, it was weird. I feel like he just got the keys somehow and set up shop and then dipped out once he got his money.
One step above the back.
Yeah, one step above the back alley. So yeah, it was real bad. But no, like you people, we need to consider this when we are looking for services that are so critical to our lives. Okay? Yes, there's ways to fix your credit. Yes, there's ways to dispute accounts that will inspire a deletion. But that's through leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act, okay? If it's not 100% accurate, if it's not 100% verifiable and 100% timely, then there's ways to dispute that with credit bureaus because it's in violation of the law, okay? Credit repair is all about leveraging that law to inspire deletions from your credit report through disputing, okay? There's no guarantee. And the thing about trade lines is a lot of these people, when they're selling these trade lines, some of them, I don't know how they actually all get access to the trade lines. I would mention a profession, but I'm not going to throw everybody under that bus because there are some legitimate people. But basically, they get a hold of these people's accounts, okay, or social security numbers, and they say, hey, one of my clients, they got a $50,000 line of credit. How about I add you to their account so that can hit your credit report, okay? Now the thing is, they'll sell you that for $1,000. However, they remove you right away so they can fit more people on it, and that'll remain on your credit report for 24 months. However, each month that is on your credit report, it has a smaller impact on your credit score, okay? So after 12 months, it's soon going to fade away. Okay, it's going to have a less and less impact. And once 24 months hits, that big increase that you saw in your credit is going to drop because it's no longer reporting payment history. It only reports 24 months. And each month you move into it, you're not seeing more payment history being added. Okay, so it has a small effect on your payment history the older it gets. And that's what they don't tell you. See, a lot of people are looking for those quick fixes. Hey, man, I'm trying to get this house. Do what you need to do to get me a 700 credit score, and I'm good. And then they get them that 700 credit score, and then they get the house, and 3 months later, their credit goes back to 520. And a lot of people are cool with that. The thing is, credit is a tool, right? And if you hit a point where you need that credit and your credit is looking at a 520, you just played yourself. We want the long-term effect. We're not looking for the short-term victory. We want the long-term. Okay? Let me see here. We got Smith Magnin from New York. We got Sabrine from California.
Look at her message, a couple above New York. Meditation emotion.
Okay, meditation emotion, aka Sabrine. She said, "Hey Jason, I used your free inquiry removal letter. It worked. I got a letter from a creditor yesterday that they are removing the inquiry. Thank you for that. You're very welcome." We like to provide education and free tools, and like to help people who truly want help. But if you are someone where, you're trying to do this yourself, we definitely have information and tools for you that will help you make that a reality, okay? Let me see. We got Mr. Pittman from North Carolina. How you doing? Mr. Miller said, Harold, okay, from Tennessee, your service is awesome. My score has done and gone all the way up. I appreciate that. I didn't read that verbatim, but I get what I'm saying. Okay. All right. So, the whole idea is to share information with you that's going to help you take your finances to another level, help you take your credit to another level. And you just got to be careful with some of these crazy creative strategies that, some of you come up with, because it's either going to help you temporarily and put you in trouble, or it's going to put you in trouble first and you're going to be struggling to find a way out. All right. Don't hustle backwards. Fix the problem first and then get the prize. Don't get the prize first and then have to come up with the plan on how to get out of the situation, because a lot of times it's not as easy as you think. All right. Erica Lowry, this is why I chose to work with you guys. I need the credit correct permanently, not 24 months. Exactly. We appreciate that. Gloria Moore, need help. 2 collection reports. Do you have letters? Gloria, we have 2 options for you. You can look into Transcend Financial Academy, or you can look into our credit repair service. At the end of this conversation, I'll make sure I provide links to both, okay? All right, so, I've been going off the radar for, about a month and a half. What's been going on? What kind of questions do you guys have? Yep. Transcendyourfinances.com. A lot of people have been asking me, have I been on Steve Harvey? Miss Davis, I appreciate that, but no, that was not me. I wonder who it was on Steve Harvey. Or do I just have the face? All right. Miss Aberdeen, I called you and no call back. Miss Aberdeen, give us a call right now. Okay? Our number is 567-318-5210. Give us a call right now. My support team, they're waiting by the phones for you. I apologize, but I had no idea that you called. I think we have to do a better job at looking at our missed calls. Sorry about that. All right, so I want to thank you all for joining me today. Before my battery dies, let me give you some information on how you can work with us if you're interested. You can look into our credit repair service at the 700club creditrepair.com. Or if you're someone who wants to do it yourself, we have an online academy. For just $19.99, you can get access to our credit repair course, our credit building course, and also our money management course. We're going to provide those links really quick. All right. So my battery just died on me on my camera, but I'm still here.
That was Facebook.
No, that was the camera. So the link to work with us. I just provided in the comment area. Mr. Leach, I need advice on getting into Navy Federal Credit Union. It's kind of interesting with Navy Federal Credit Union because I told them that my grandfather was a member, and they never requested information to verify that. Okay, which I was not telling a story. My grandfather was actually a member, but he was my great grandfather. Okay, so yeah, just tell them that you got a cousin, uncle. They're looking for immediate family in your family who has been in the military. Tell them that, and they're basically going to tell you that they're going to verify it. But up until this point, it was never verified. That's the best advice I can give you. All right, let me see. Any help with Capital One and late payments? I have 3 accounts with Capital One, and each, I think she's saying late. I think there are 5 in all. Capital One is really tough to work with. Donna, have you sent them any information in writing? Have you sent them a goodwill request in writing yet? Mr. Leach, she said, so what if they ask for documentation? Brother, I'm sorry, man. I don't know, because I actually have the documentation if they were to ask me. In your situation, or maybe a Detroit Lion, brother. See, I'm not a member of the military, though. All right. I'm sorry, we're having side conversations. Let me see. Lady Rolanda. Doesn't matter if I settle a collection account or pay it off entirely, which is better for me. Lady Rolanda, okay, when you are negotiating settlements or payment for deletion, make sure you do that in writing, okay? I would definitely recommend that you dispute it with the credit bureaus first, then send a debt validation letter, and then if you need to settle as a payment for deletion, okay? Because if you just pay the account, a paid collection has the same impact as a negative, as an unpaid collection, excuse me. So what you want is if you pay it, you want it to be removed from your credit report. But in order for it to be removed from your credit report, you need to have that proof in writing, okay? So don't just pay it just to pay it. Pay it, negotiate a payment for deletion first. Once you get that in writing, then pay it, okay? If it's not on your credit report, I would suggest that maybe you just pay it outright so that you can prevent it from reporting. But if it's already on your credit report, you want to dispute it, send a debt validation letter, and then negotiate a payment for deletion. If it's not on your credit report and is your account, meaning that it's still with, let's say it's an AT&T bill and they sent it to collections, right? If you know that's your account and you have the money, pay it. Okay, because if you don't pay it after 30 days, they're going to report on your credit report, and then your credit score is going to drop 50 to 75 points. Try to avoid that outright. James Shaw, I actually have an appointment tomorrow with your company. We look forward to talking to you, James. We appreciate that. Alice Davis, I have a $9,000 debt on my credit report that belongs to my old roommate. Unpaid rent. How do I get it off? I would definitely request debt validation. Okay. And also I would request in that debt validation a letter where they were to basically provide you with the payment history, okay, where you paid your part of the bill. And if they can't provide that information, then they can't validate the debt, and then use that against them. Dispute it with the credit bureaus, and also if that doesn't work, send it to basically the Federal Trade Commission or the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, and let them know that you're being harassed about something that's not yours. Donna Neff. Let me see. Yes, I have. I even pleaded my case and didn't get any positive results. Sometimes you have to try more than once, and you have to send it to the right person, okay? Try to get information for the president of the company or someone in higher leadership, and sometimes that approach works. But you need to understand that goodwill typically only works 50% of the time. Okay. So if you're interested in working with us, please check out our website, the700clubcreditrepair.com. If you're interested in a DIY course, we have a few courses online at transcendyourfinances.com. Let me see. We got some questions on Facebook. Give me one quick second. Our number again is 567-318-5210. We do close in 14 minutes though, and we open again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sierra, is it better to completely close accounts or just let them sit paid off like a credit card that you rarely use? Keep that credit card open. Don't close it, okay? The reason I'm saying that is your credit, especially a credit card that has a low balance, that positively impacts your credit utilization, all right? Credit utilization is 30% of your credit score, potentially 165 points. When you close that, you negatively impact that component of your credit score. Keep that open. Sierra, if I were you, check out my other videos on credit building on our YouTube channel so that you can educate yourself on the components of a credit score and why it's so important to keep your credit cards open. Because if you close it, you may shoot yourself in the foot. All right. I highly recommend that whether you're a client or not, that you keep the credit cards open, maintain low credit utilization so that can help your credit and help your payment history and your length of history. Okay. Let me see. Can collection accounts be deleted? I paid one account. Yes, they can always be deleted. Pinpoint inaccuracies, goodwill letters, debt validation. There's a lot of different avenues that you can go on deleting collections. Okay. Mr. Miller said, which scores are used in getting homes and cars and such? Your FICO score. Okay. If you are interested in looking at your FICO scores, look at myfico.com, myfico.com. They provide all of your FICO scores. Okay. It's a lot. So if you're truly interested in understanding your scores that are being used when you're looking to obtain a mortgage or a car note, a credit card, whatever the situation may be, myfico.com. Okay. Now it's not cheap, but it's definitely a worthy investment. Good advice, Yvette. Okay, good. Gloria asks, what is the number? Our number is 567-318-5210. Alonz B asks, how will a bank loan affect your credit score? Okay. One, is going to be an inquiry on your credit report. Okay. So that's going to impact your credit 10%. Okay. Typically, an inquiry impacts your credit score 2 to 5 points, each inquiry up to 55 points. Okay. Also, it's going to impact your payment history because they're going to report payments. Okay. You want to make sure you pay that on time so there are positive payments. And it's also going to impact your credit file mix because it's going to add a different kind of account to your credit report. And lastly, your length of history. Okay. So it's going to shorten your length of history, your average age of history, and it's going to be something that's going to add more history to your credit report. So will it hurt you? No. Would it help you? Yes, over time. How important is length of history when applying for a new credit? I added Hutton Chase to my credit report a couple months ago, and it dropped my length of history average age by a lot. Okay, so length of history, it does impact your credit. However, it only hurts you when you have limited to no credit history. All right, if you're fresh in the game, 0 to 6 months, it's going to be hard for you to get a new line of credit. But if you have older than 6 months, typically 6 months to a year, you should begin to get approved for a line of credits. Now, the more accounts that you open, the more of an impact it has to your average age of history, which, hurts your credit slightly, but, that's 15%. So, it's not like you're going to get denied for that, but it will slightly have a slight impact on that. Erica, I have a loan that I've had for over 5 years. I'm planning to pay it off in a few months. Since it's one of my oldest, will it hurt me to close it? Eventually loans are going to be closed anyway. This is what I recommend, okay? If you want to basically have it on your credit report as long as possible so that it has a long history, all right? But eventually that account will stop reporting because it's going to close, all right? However, that will be your oldest account on your credit report. It will hurt you slightly when you close it. However, the more that you add new payment history to your credit report, the more you rebuild. You'll probably see a 10-point decrease. However, over time, you will get those 10 points back. So it's not a big deal. I won't worry about that too much. How to deal with creditors that refuse to verify the balance after 4 letters in a year. Report their assets to either the Federal Trade Commission or the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. I prefer the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau because they allow you to track it, okay? Report them, okay? Smith, I have 2 credit cards that were closed by the creditors, and I lost all my length of history. What do I do now? I would contact them and see what the issue was, and they can potentially open up those 2 line of credits again for you. Otherwise, you'll need to do some research and open up a different credit card with a different company so that you can begin to impact your credit utilization again. Okay. All right. I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. It's definitely been a pleasure. We're going to be live again Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you join us then. And I'm going to share with you all how you can get one of our new shirts. All right. So make sure you are here with us Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Thursday episode of Dough Chaser TV. Thank you all and have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace.